Hello and good evening, everyone. Welcome to another Let's Build. Guys, we're in space now. Man, I did not think I would ever make it this far. It is absolutely unbelievable. When I first started this mod pack, I really didn't know what to expect. I kind of thought to myself, hey, this is going to be a neat experiment. This is going to be my first YouTube series. I wasn't quite sure if I'd even stick with it, but this is turning out to be one of the best mod packs I've ever played. I've heard from the community that they're coming out with Project Ozone 2. I don't know if it'll be called Project Ozone 2, but it'll be the second one, guys. But I figured it's time to do another Let's Build. Getting back on topic, you know? Thank you for tuning in, and same rules as last time apply. This isn't a mandatory watch. If you don't want to listen, you don't want to watch, that's fine. You don't have to. I'm uploading the next video along with this one. This is kind of just me wanting to talk again. I kind of like rambling, guys. If you haven't noticed all the way up until now, we're on episode like 68 now. Rambling is a big hobby of mine. It's a lot of fun. So, moon base. This is going to be great. It will turn out very good, I promise. It's not exactly the Picasso of Let's Build. You know, I'm not that talented. But I do like taking my time and doing stuff. Right now, the only thing I'm working on is getting kind of the base planned out. It's not going to be anything too big. I'm kind of going to go for like a, I don't know what you'd call it, a giant U. It's going to have the main biome, and then it's going to have two small biomes. By biomes, I mean like little bubbles, glass bubbles that maybe I could store stuff in, you know, like bed, furniture, oxygen tanks, stuff you'd find on a space base. I was going to make something pretty cheap, pretty easy to do, but what the heck. If you're going to go YOLO or go home, as I always say. I enjoy building. It's a lot of fun. I remember when I was building my platform, I thought that was it. I was like, guys, this is probably the last build I'm ever going to do. Since then, I built the compound, which I wish I would have recorded, and now I'm doing the moon base. I don't know what else. I'll probably do a space station eventually. I don't know if I'll get as crazy with it with this as I am right now. I also wish I had recorded the compound. The compound was pretty cool. I actually enjoyed that. I'm kind of getting the dirt plots lined out now. Like, eventually I'm going to have some crops set up. But now I'm going to go ahead and start framing. Like, I kind of got the dirt. There's going to be a little bit of jumping around because there's no point in kind of showing everything, you know. Kind of going along with the gray mesh because that worked pretty well on Earth or wherever the heck I was at. It's kind of that gray metallic industrial looking block. They're actually called lab blocks, so it kind of fits, yeah. I figured this would be perfect for a space base. Spoilers, I don't actually stick with this. It's just what I decided to go with at first. I thought it looked kind of cool. You know, I was like, hey, this kind of goes extremely well with what I wanted to do. It kind of goes with the backdrop. And I figured, what the heck? Why not, you know? Eventually, I'm going to go ahead and start doing kind of like I did on the other side. Maybe put some glass in the middle. I'll be using a lot of that quartz glass. Reason being is I just kind of like the texture of it. I mean, it connects nicely. The outline's nice and dark. It's kind of got the same spacey gray feel that the other ones do. I'll kind of jump around a bit and show off what I ended up doing. But what I plan on doing is the two bubbles, right? They'll be like domes. I'll use carpenter blocks to kind of round off the roof, and then I'll have the main biome spot. So once this is actually set up, I think this is about the spot where I actually changed my mind. I changed my mind in that gray is okay. You know, it doesn't look too bad. But hilariously enough, I nearly get pretty much done with it. And then I decide it clashes with the, well, it doesn't really clash. It blends with the environment. Like, you kind of want your base to stand out, you know. You want to be able to take a step back and be like, wow, I built that. But unfortunately, it blends in and you can't even tell. I also think I'm going to go with grass around the outside. I figured that would look pretty cool. It'd be kind of like my own little biome. I've read that there are like terraformers now. As I mentioned before, I even took off on this little space journey adventure thingy, guys. I've only ever been on the moon once, you know. It's not like I've ever been anywhere else. I've never even fought the evolved skeleton boss or the evolved creeper boss. I haven't done any of that. Like I said, when I started off, it was just the moon. And this is my first time ever building anything. Last time I came here, I stopped by. I basically said hello to the natives. I had all these plans in my mind for a big build, but then I never did it. And this looks kind of cool, yeah? I mean, it's kind of like a bunkery type look. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and jump ahead a bit because there's a big change. I'm basically going to tear out all the blocks I already did, and I'm going to replace them with white blocks. Yay! Okay, so I've already kind of put up some white blocks to kind of see what it looks like. Now I'm kind of deciding to go ahead and put grass everywhere. I figured this will look pretty good. Maybe I'll go ahead and get the whole compound greened up, you know, make it look like a new utopia all located on the moon's surface. And spoilers, guys, I actually do just that. I wasn't going to begin with, but why not, you know? I'm just going to kind of go ahead and get the path set up here, maybe some darker moon rock, which, spoilers, I will actually change eventually. I'm not sure why I even did this, to be honest. Why the heck not, though, you know? I figured it'll look kind of cool towards the end, maybe get a few trees put up. And then this is kind of where I'm talking about getting the actual carpenter blocks. Kind of the sloped edges, I figured that would kind of make it look future techy, very spacey. Space. It's all about space, guys. We kind of want it to look, well, future techy, of course. And then we're going to go ahead and jump forward because I was wrong before, guys. This is actually where I added the white blocks. Screw you, gray blocks. I know I spent 2 hours getting to this point. That's right, 2 hours. But bam. Much better. Big jump, right? I kind of lost a little bit of footage here. Here's where it kind of jumped. I got up and walked away, and when I came back, it kind of stopped. So I was like, oh, shoot, when did this happen? But the only thing I did was, as I said, I ran around the base of the platform or whatever. I put grass all over it because, you know, you can EMC grass once you get some via Silk Touch. And I decided to replace every single gray block with white blocks. And guys, this looks awesome. I usually hate white, but I think this looks like a lab on the moon or something. On the inside, I kind of got the little corridors lined up. That is just quartz glass on top. I figured I'll have a perfect view of space anywhere I go in any room. I also got the power gen set up in the left wing or right wing, or I guess however you're looking at it, kind of wing. This is to feed my oxygen because I've refueled like 100 times at this point. It has driven me absolute, you know, bat crazy up the wall, going back and forth kind of between chisel and getting the rest of the blocks I need. But yeah, not too bad so far, huh? So now we're kind of moving on a little bit to the inside. Spoilers, this mod is kind of crazy in that, I don't know, like the textures don't connect. I have to destroy the corners in order to get to line up. It drives me crazy, guys. I don't know what the heck it is with carpenter blocks, but man, just sometimes, man, it just doesn't work. Man. So, now we're back on the outside of the complex. I'm kind of mixing it up to prevent me from like getting super bored. I figured let's extend the grass out one because at this point in time, I think I decided to go ahead and make a wall. I wasn't going to. I was going to keep it kind of the skyblock feel and maybe have it meshed with the rest of the terrain. But I figured, you know what? I have turrets. I was going to put them on my roof, but they have firing arcs and they clip. So I was like, well, let's just build a wall. Let's stick them on all four corners and bam, you know? As part of my sustainability project, I am, of course, getting mechanism solar powers. They look pretty cool. They look very spacey, don't they? Eventually, I will set these up to connect wirelessly, so it kind of, you know, has the whole power system sustained on its own. I mean, I have my main power system on the Skyblock, but I like having backups. It makes me smile, guys. Planted a little bit of wheat seeds because I kind of want to make it look very farmy, very, I don't know, farmy. Farm themes, I guess, is kind of what I'm going for. It's not going to turn out too bad. So the walls, nothing special. I should have made them out of something heavy, you know, to like resist creeper explosions. But why not use what Mother Nature gives me, or whoever kind of nature this belongs to. Okay, so the wall is done. I got everything I needed set up. More meteors are falling all over the dang place. I am now bringing back the railgun turrets, guys. I'm going to go ahead and install upgrades on these. Basically how upgrades work is you can install 4 or 8, I think. They stack though, so 20% upgrades, and then I'm going to give 20% accuracy upgrades. Did I say range or did I say upgrades? I don't know. Accuracy will be around 80%, and range will have an additional 8 blocks. So they're going to have some distance on them, guys. They're going to be able to keep the mobs away because the moon has long night times, and it kind of sucks. I'm also going to use this super heavy duty fence. I don't think creepers could blow this up. They might be able to, but I sure as heck can't break it. It is some pretty thick stuff. Oh yeah, oxygen. It's so annoying, guys. So annoying. So we're in the midst of wrapping up. I get bored and decide to get some meteorites. I need these for my Mars rocket, guys. You need some kind of like meteor alloys. So you actually have to break them and you have to smelt them down. So I figured, you know what, let's take a quick break and do just that. But guys, honestly, it is turning out very, very well. Now we are in the final stage here, testing out my airlock. I have no idea what I'm doing. So I think the final step here is to actually go around the place and light it all up, you know. This is an awesome mod too. I will probably use this in every mod pack I ever play. Airlocks are in place. Airlocks are fairly simple. I will explain those next time because they are fairly complicated to do. Testing out my sentry guns, and as you can tell, or at least the row guns, they are picking people off from like super far away. Oh yeah, also you need to adjust the Y values. Apparently that's the up and down. If you leave it to default, it's kind of like ground level, but 9 I think gives it a little bit of an arc. Like once I turn these on, they instantly kill everything in a huge radius, guys. It's pretty freaking crazy. The railgun turret is awesome. It is actually adjustable. I remember sound anyway was really, really loud last time, but I figured it out, you know. Sorry if this sounded rushed, by the way. I kind of wanted to jump around and maybe show the little things I did, but as you can see, the platform's kind of coming into view here. Got my airlocks set up. I'm going to add some furniture. I got some tanks set up, put around. But guys, everything turned out pretty dang cool, has it not? Just look at that. It is, oh, absolutely beautiful. Tear in my eye. Oh. Okay, it's not the best in the world, but I like it, guys.